Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess. Mask off, he's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they playing. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess. Mask off, he's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they playing. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand.
What's going on? What's going on? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Welcome to Cannon Speaks. Give yourselves a round of applause because you could be anywhere right now, but you're hanging out with me and I really appreciate it. Oh man, if you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon to let you know when I've got new content coming out. Please share the stream. Let people know we live. You're catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. You want to donate to the channel? $CannonHotep on Cash App. That's $CannonHotep on Cash App. Super chats, rumble rants, always welcome, guys. Or for a cup of coffee a month, you can help donate, help support the channel, guys. Every little bit goes back into this channel, man. We're gonna cruise. Let's groove out real quick. There we go. I had to let it go. You know, I had to let it simmer for a minute, y'all. Had to let that simmer for a minute. It's one of my favorite background songs right there. So Dwayne Wayne and the gang was at the White House. Holy smokes. They even cut a little promo for it. How about that? Oh man, oh man, oh man. What was that for? Was it for like HBCU stuff? Is that what they was doing all of that for? For the HBCU stuff? Oh my goodness gracious. Have we not forgotten, guys? Have we not forgotten that old Joe Nicholslick and Kamala Harris cut, what was it, $43 billion from the HBCU budget? They cut $43 billion from the HBCU budget when they got in office. But you got Dwayne Wayne and the gang up there tap dancing and buttering biscuits. For the very folks that don't give a gosh dang. Billion with a B, Mike. Billion. I gotta find that. Billion with a B. They cut that. Matter of fact, I did a video on it. I'll find the video. I did a video on that. Matter of fact, let's go look for that video right now. But have we not forgotten who cut that money? But who gave them the money in the first place? See, I remember Donnie T was like, hey, why y'all keep coming asking me for money? Well, every year we got to ask you. Well, that's stupid. How about I just give y'all the bag for the next 10 years and every year you get a percentage increase? And hold on, and while we at it, let's give you an office in the White House. What? All them, you know, uppity black folk don't want to acknowledge that one. They don't want to acknowledge that one, do they? Oh my goodness gracious. They don't want to acknowledge that, right? But you know, Orange Man bad and all of that stuff. I'm just shocked they were even getting that much to get cut. I know, right? Maybe it was 43 million, but I'm pretty sure. I'm almost certain it was 43 billion. I got the video. This is back when I was on my video grift. I need to get back on my video grift. Yo, one's in the chat, firing the emojis. If y'all want me to get back to my video grift, let me know. I think this is it right here. I'm pretty sure this is it. Let's go for it.
So I'm going to ask y'all one more time.
Oh, hold on.
Y'all still believe in this bill back?
Excuse my language in this video. I don't mean to sound rude, but Cannon, clearly you ain't black. I was out today, and again, I still don't see it. I do not see it, especially I ain't got no haircut. I look crazy right now. I'm on the elevator today. Guy looks at me and goes, hey, didn't you ever tell you look like Aaron Donald? I said, every day of my life. Every day of my life. Somebody tells me I look like Aaron Donald. Anyway, let's get to this video.
More time. Y'all still believe in this build back better bullshit? Man, that buyer's remorse gotta be setting in by now if it ain't already. Old Joe Nicholslick out here reneging on everything. Y'all can't act like y'all don't see it now. And see, a lot of y'all out here butthurt because now y'all starting to realize what Hotep's been trying to tell you. I know y'all heard the latest about the HBCU's funding getting cut after he promised like $45 billion to him. Oh, you don't believe me? Okay.
Concerns tonight for America's historically black colleges and universities. As part of President Biden's initial version of his so-called Build Back Better plan, $45 billion would have gone to HBCUs, but now that funding is in jeopardy. Our Desmond Nugent spoke with a Philander Smith College student about how this could affect her education.
Arkansas has 4 historical black colleges and universities. One of them is Philander Smith College. Sierra Jenkins, who is double majoring in pre-med biology and psychology, says she's depending on the federal funds.
So I'm reading the caption, right? Funding for HBCUs decreased from $45 billion to $2 billion, which means he cut $43 billion out of the budget for them. He was out there Rick rolling. He was a Rick rolling, guys.
From Biden's spending plan.
So that funding could have possibly helped me go out and find internships or create programs for me that have a bachelor's degree and still have clinical hours up under my belt.
Biden's original plan was set for $3.5 trillion, and out of that money, HBCUs and other minority-serving institutions were set to receive $45 billion. But now, that amount has significantly been reduced to $2 billion.
Ain't that funny? Considering back in 2019, old Donnie T gave HBCUs the bag again permanently. But what about when old Joe Nicholslick said when he was president-elect, meaning after he got elected, that he wasn't going to enforce the yamming?
While Mr. Biden said he would be willing to get a vaccine, he would not require it for all Americans.
I don't think it should be mandatory. I wouldn't demand to be mandatory, but I would do everything in my power. Just like I don't think masks have to be made mandatory nationwide.
That's crazy, huh? Because now what they talking about? They talking about if you don't get the yamming, you could possibly lose your job. And it's not even possibly. I know people that already lost their job for not getting the yamming. Y'all starting to see the jukes? Y'all starting to see the sham, the flim-flam? So for 4 years, y'all let the news and the powers that be tell you that the man that had your best interest at heart was the bad man. And the nigga that don't give a fuck about you was the one that was gonna save America. Y'all niggas was all out here in the streets doing the electric slide and cheering when old Donnie T got put out of office. And now y'all all sitting around here with the what the fuck happened face. And to all my people out here who gotta go get that yamming because you gotta make ends meet, feel for you. I wish it didn't have to be like that. And at the same time, I wish y'all had the resolve to stand 10 toes down and fight for what you believe in. But I get it. Y'all got bills. Y'all got mouths to feed. And the best way to control a man is to control him through debt. Silent weapons for quiet wars. A motherfucker less likely to buck the system if they ain't financially independent and they got debt. And I get it. So for those of you who have to reluctantly give in to this, I say Godspeed. But for all of you out here that was advocating for this, telling on your neighbors, voting for all these measures, voting for old Joe Nicholslick, I really hope that buyer's remorse is setting in now. But Hotep's been told you.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hotep's been told you. Hotep's been told you. That's been another installment of Cannon's flashbacks. Yo, we've been calling this like Babe Ruth. Now you got Hillman College. They brought Hillman College, a fake college, up to the White House. I guess advocating for trying to get the HBCU vote or whatever they trying to do. Oh man, he just been rickrolling, yo. Rickrolling. What happened to student loan forgiveness? Rickroll. But they don't know about rickroll. Maybe they stopped that. But he was happy they stopped it. He just was throwing stuff out there. Just like he said, if I'm elected, I'm gonna make a pathway to citizenship for 11 million illegals. Why do you think they marching up here now? I saw that video, and then you had what's the speaker? What's her name? The press secretary, whatever she is. What's her name? The Haitian chick? I forgot her name. Anyway, she over there dancing and getting photo ops and stuff. What was the light skinned dude name in it? I forgot his name on the show. He ain't look comfortable. HJ was right. He ain't look all that comfortable. Oh my goodness gracious. Who's this? Jay Pylon on his CP time. We got Jay Pylon on the CP time. Oh, I gotta put you back on your joint. Hold up, Jay. I got you. Give me 1 second. Let's see where you at. Boom. Jay, what's up, bro? You're muted, sir. There we go.
Back in action?
There we go. Back in action.
Okay. I'm getting used to the new headset.
Did you see Hillman College was invited to the White House, Jay?
Who was?
Hillman College.
What's that?
A Different World. You ain't ever watched A Different World?
I always watched A Different World with the dude with the glasses that
Kadeem Hardison.
Yeah. And he used to get into it with the what's her name?
With Jasmine Guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. They was at the White House. I guess they was pandering for HBCUs, and I had to remind everybody who cut the funding for HBCUs as soon as he got in office. You know, because they seemed to have forgot. You know, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be out there trying to do the electric slide in the street again. You know, as they they straight try to hang Donnie T in court right now. Everybody, everywhere I turn, every news outlet I went to, what was it? This is the first time a presidential candidate was criminally charged for blah 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 yakety smackety. And I'm sitting there like, so you guys want to acknowledge? He gave a Playboy magazine chick and an adult film star some hush money to shut up while he ran for office. And this is something that was what? They acting like this is some new stuff for anybody? I'm pretty sure they do the same thing for JFK. We know they had to do it for Billy Clinton.
Yeah.
Remember, because people didn't believe Juanita Broderick, did they? She wrote a whole book about it, talking about you better put some ice on that.
Ooh.
He leaving DNA and biting chicks when he raping them.
Hey, YouTube.
Allegedly.
You on YouTube, right?
Allegedly. But we mad about Donnie T, who got some booty. And the funny part is this, and people don't remember this. Remember when she did her interview, when Stormy Daniels did her interview with 60 Minutes, and she was like, yeah, I slept with him just to get ahead. She said it. She admitted to sleeping with him to get ahead.
Yeah.
And then they using the boy, what's his name, Cohen? He already done perjured himself in court already. So why are you using Cohen as your expert witness? Again, y'all just use the same playbook. He already beat this case.
They had to take her unlicensed E. Jean Carroll. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
They took her gun from her.
From who?
E. Jean Carroll, crazy tail.
She crazy
They
as
took
hell.
away her gun.
She crazy as all outside.
You know, I don't know if you saw the story or not. That's what they said. They had to come and take her
What,
gun
she got
away.
dementia?
I don't know what the case was. She had they said she had an unregistered gun. I don't know if she was flashing it or what.
Oh,
E.
Lord.
Jean Carroll's
Or
gun.
was she over there like Misery? Was she over there like Misery? That's the question.
Police took possession of her gun after her testimony.
Oh Lord. See? Telling you guys, and she live in New York. She probably had like an old Derringer or something.
Yeah, I wonder what she had.
She had a little break action 22. She had a break going her stockings and her garter belt.
One of the old coats.
She had a Harlem Nights. Justine says you need a shirt that says "Grab 'em by the Yammy."
Man, they gave OJ that Hank Aaron special. Got him out to paint. Did you see those pictures of him? Those are real, right?
Who, Hank Aaron?
No, not just Hank Aaron. Yeah, we know Hank Aaron went to the get the Dr. Faust juice, but the pictures of
Oh,
OJ.
OJ, yeah, with his mask on and everything. Oh,
Yeah.
Lordy mercy.
Yeah, because we're not supposed to talk about it still, I guess, but the science came out, right? And it showed that 10% of the population will be susceptible to getting results, negative set of
Getting results, golly mighty. Getting results. I don't know if it's the results they want.
Results that they want.
Mr. Street said, go ahead.
I was just going to say, we know that Dr. Faust was involved back in the 80s when that one thing hit a certain community. And then
your kids could get it just by eating Cocoa Puffs. Ain't that what he said? He said something like that, right?
Yeah, he said that. Then he popped right back up. And back then what's crazy though, I guess all those characters died off or whatever. Because what's crazy though is that the same people back then that would have been marching against them, their so-called allies or people of today are the ones masking up and saying trust the science and take the juice, right? It's the same ones, isn't it?
Same ones. You're right.
It's the same ones.
Same guy.
It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same YMCA crew.
Jeez Louise. All those happy sailors, guys. All those happy sailors.
Happy sailors.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Did you ever watch The Sopranos? Did you ever see The Sopranos?
I started it, but I was like, back when it was out, I was young, yo. Like when The Sopranos first dropped, I was kind of young. I never watched it like that.
There's some good episodes. There's some real good episodes.
Oh my God. I'm just a good old boy. I like to watch cartoons and stuff,
Cartoons.
Oh man, hey yo, shout out to X, yo. We got 97 people watching on X right now. How about that?
Man.
Appreciate you guys. I want y'all to follow me over on X. You think I should go back to doing my little 2-minute my rants? Part of me want to start doing that again.
What rants did you have?
Like when I first started, it was just rant. I was just like pre-recorded videos, my 2-minute videos.
If you look at the coverage and it looks like they're doing good, go ahead. My coverage says I do better with talking about boxing.
Oh yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I have to talk about some dumb stuff. We're gonna talk about Drake. We're gonna talk about the big three. I'm tired of that.
Tunes in. Probably if we were over here talking about Drake, we'd be doing the big numbers right now with was it AI?
Oh yeah, they said that song was AI. It kind of sounded like, because when I was listening to it, right, there was no enthusiasm. It was no enthusiasm. Was it the 50 push-ups one? Give me 50.
I don't know. It's the new one that came out.
Was drop and give me 50 or something like that. Is that the one? Because I missed on show.
I know there's so many out there, but half of them are really AI.
It gotta be, because when I was listening to it, I was like, dang, Drake ain't got no enthusiasm in this song. He just spitting, but there's no enthusiasm. It sounds like a robot. And then people saying it was an AI song. I was like, okay, then that makes sense then.
Did they really make that's what I was wondering, because the AI came out. Maybe he's not really actually making his music anymore. Maybe he's just Chat GPT in it.
Could be. Why not? It's a smart move. You don't feel like it. One take Jake. He could write it and just let AI do it for him.
I did talk about the. Let me put my Eclipse. I broke down the Eclipse stuff ahead of time. I know we've gone over it a lot.
Montoya said Drake is awful.
That's what was it? Where's Emmanuel at? Emmanuel came in the chat saying Lauryn Hill better than every rapper out there.
I don't know. I might not argue that right now. I might not argue that.
He said that the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is better than Illmatic, 36 Chambers, and a whole bunch of other
now
stuff.
he trolling. Now he trolling.
But he was for real though.
Liquid Swords is one of my favorite albums.
Where's Emmanuel at so he can back it up?
My dad was famous.
What was that off of?
Liquid Swords. Remember the very beginning, the very first the intro of Liquid Swords? What?
No, I don't remember that on the intro.
What?
That's probably gonna be a Mandela effect.
No, it was. Hold up.
I mean, for me, because I don't recall that at all. And I had the Ghostface Killer, Inspector Deck. Inspector Deck was one of my favorites.
Yeah, Inspector Deck was one of my favorites too.
Inspector Deck was definitely, and then who was the young cat that was like, I got a cat in the knapsack ready to pull back. He was cold.
Oh,
He was like
the
a
intro?
14 or 15-year-old or something.
I know so they got rid of it. Oh, nah, there's no way. Ain't no way. They ain't do that. I know I'm not living in the Mandela effect, Jay. Ain't no way I'm living in the Mandela effect.
When I was
There it
little,
go.
Oh, this was because
my father was famous.
Hold up. I gotta let you hear it real fast.
this the giz the.
There it go. Hold up. I know y'all remember this.
You gonna play just the intro?
Yeah,
When I
just a
was
little
little,
bit.
My father was famous.
Okay.
He
yes,
was the greatest samurai in the empire,
come off
and
that.
he was the shogun's decapitator.
You remember that?
Cut off the heads of 131 lords.
Yo, that album,
got you.
that's one of my favorite Wu-Tang albums, yo. Liquid Swords, just a genius. That joint was fire. Fire.
What's it from?
Straight listen
Shogun
through.
Assassin. It's from the movie Shogun Assassin.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know the movie
Okay.
it was from, yeah.
Yeah, it's from Shogun Assassin. I had all the martial arts films, a lot of the Kurosawa stuff.
My father said he used to go to Kung Fu theater all the time.
That was big back in the 70s and early 80s, I guess. I didn't experience that, but I did enjoy some Kung Fu movies later on. Samurais and all that.
Speaking of Kung Fu, Trump got to do some real Kung Fu to get out of this stuff. They say he can't. Well, I can understand this part, but they say if he misses court, like he's like, if he don't come to court, like he just got his lawyers there for him, they will lock his ass up. That's what they said. But I was like, it's a criminal case. I would assume you have to show it, but it was like, but what they trying to do, Jay? Like we've been saying, like Hotep's been telling you.
I am up.
They just trying to tie him up in litigation. They trying to deplete his war chest, and they trying to make sure he doesn't run a proper race. So I said that. What I said if he got a court date in New York, and he got a debate that same day in Idaho, they gonna make sure his ass is in New York. And I owe Jay $10 already. 'Cause I cussed twice, but they gonna make sure he in New York that day. They're gonna use it against him. It's not. They're not gonna win this case. They're not gonna win it. They know they're not gonna win it. They're just gonna use this to make sure that he cannot run a proper race. Period. Full stop. And deplete his war chest, because he's fighting this with his own. He got to fight it with his own money. What money he got to fight it with other than his own cash?
Oh, there's billionaires that are loaning him money right now. That's what they said.
Loaning him money. He got to pay that back.
Yeah, he's gonna be in debt to some billionaires.
Yeah, and them billionaires probably the ones that's rooting for his downfall. That's the thing.
I hope he choosing good ones.
I hope so too. Either that or he making big bank. He making big bank with his tennis shoes. I don't know. I don't know.
They got Donnie T stretched out somewhere.
So thin, y'all. And the thing is, right? He getting money from other billionaires to help him. You know, that's the one thing he ran on back in 2016. He don't owe nobody nothing.
He wasn't beholden to anyone. Yeah. And now he is though.
Now he gonna have to be.
Now he is.
We got your tail off a prison sentence. I need a kickback.
Oh.
And then they're gonna go after him for that.
Yeah.
He's just helping his friends. Da, 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 da. But that's what they doing, yo. Yeah, them his little fake Yeezys. His little Trump shoes.
I'm trying to get back to the chat. I left it somehow.
Ooh, excuse me.
Oh, there it goes.
Trump shoes is
Gosh,
trash.
they keep on showing what's her face every 5 seconds.
Ooh.
Zendaya, you got commercials for Zendaya.
I got
popping up on
commercials. Oh my gosh, what's she doing? Why she there?
She a freaky tennis girl who's got two dudes with her, two white boys with her, and she breaking her legs.
Jeez Louise.
This is who was asking it? Was it Mr. Streets or someone else? Let me see who was in there. Someone was asking what is my breakdown.
Yeah, Mr. Streets was asking about your breakdown. You got it?
I posted it in the chat in case anyone missed it. That's what it. Hey Montoya, what's up?
Yo,
hello Joe Beard. Appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all stopping by.
There's my breakdown.
But see, this is the thing, right? He already beat this case. They already tried it. They already tried to have Cohen as the smoking gun, and it didn't work. It didn't work. So now Alvin Bragg just put his hand back in the basket of lies, and he pulled one out. Just pulled the same one back out. He retrying it. This time in New York. The crazy part is this, right? Have you noticed Alvin Bragg, Kim Fox, Fannie Willis, all black prosecutors that's prosecuting Trump for nonsense?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah, because you know what? You go back to J6, and the only officer that killed anybody was black.
Yeah, he was black. The one Ashley Babbitt, allegedly.
Yeah, that's the only one. And so, but then when you saw that online, when you saw the response from a lot of these people online, they said people should be. This was the same people that say F the laws were online that day saying people should respect the law and obey officers. From people that you know, from people that was online writing that were the same people that the week before were marching for George Floyd and stuff, and a couple weeks before that, were the same people that were saying F the law this and F the law that, and don't ever back the blue, were the same ones when that popped off. And I think that's why I think that's part of the image that they wanted. They want to have the prosecutors and the team black, optics wise.
1,000%. 1,000%, Jay.
And those people will get behind that and do that same thing, do that same routine. No one is above the law. You know how they try to word it.
I am the law. But yeah, that's how no one's above the law.
But it's chaotic. But it's chaos out here, and it's politicians doing this, that, and the third out here.
What's the one they using for the Israeli Iran thing? No. They just saying no, or don't. That's what it is. Don't. You sound like you about to get accosted. Don't. No.
Oh,
don't.
Joe Beard's right too. The only officer that was hollering that this was all being set up was a black one, also.
Yeah, the DC officer. I don't know what happened to him. Hopefully, he still got his job. He
was like, "See, this is a setup," and you knew it was because
it was a setup.
You can't open those doors. Somebody had to click open on those doors. Those doors are immovable.
Yeah.
The doors would never have opened.
Yeah, it wouldn't have opened.
Nobody would have come inside.
And we already broke that down because Hotep's been told you once again. I told you who was responsible for that day in January, and it wasn't Donnie T. Why is it that they breached the Capitol just when they were about to take the vote? Why was Nancy Pelosi's daughter there with her whole camera crew supposedly doing a thing on QAnon, right?
Plus, it's one group, you can see in the footage, it's one group that they actually are keeping out.
Yeah.
It's one group that they were told, hey, that group is dangerous, that one right there. Don't let them come in. Yeah. Let the aunties and the suckers come on in. On this side.
Let the aunties and the tourists come in.
You could see it in the videos. There's one side where there's all this massive amount of police pushing back on all this one crowd and saying, no, you can't come through. You can't come through. Your group is too wild. You're too out of control.
Yeah.
Let the shaman come through. Let this dude come through. We know him. It was definitely
who they wanted to let through. But that's the thing, right?
They know who to pick and choose, who to come through, and that's why ahead of time all those people in higher positions that were intel got the call, don't be there and stuff like that.
Meanwhile, they talking about Donnie T did a passenger 57. He was Steven Seagal in the daggone back of the limo. I'm like, get out of here. So 1 minute y'all say he was a coward. He didn't go down there with his people. Then the next when you talk about, he tried to choke the Secret Service agent out so he can get control of the beast and get down there with his people and lead the charge. I'm like, shut up.
Oh, I missed all the Brooklyn Bridge and the San Francisco Bridge or whatever they were talking about on the news.
That was people, the protesters. They was occupying the bridges, causing more chaos. Like, it's just like, yo, if you really, I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm gonna say this one more time. Let's see if we can't find it. It was like was it like San Francisco Bridge or something like that? Let me see if I just type in Iran protest. Let's see, media. Hey, look at this nonsense, bro.
Those officers, so it looks like they're going to try to peel people off the back of this protest as much as they can, or at least to try to get them moving to the other side of the bridge. They obviously, I'm sure some of them have been seeing those live images out of California today with the Golden Gate Bridge where traffic was at a standstill for 5 hours. They don't want that to happen there. So you can see NYPD and these law enforcement officers here taking a much more active approach to getting these folks off the bridge. And you can see other people just going about their day on that pedestrian, those officers. So it looks like they're gonna
like is that the what's that, the Hudson? That's the Hudson River, right?
I don't know.
So
I'm not familiar with it at all.
What else? What is the one from San Fran?
I love Ketchup said that was the BK Bridge.
They tripping, yo. They out here wilding. That's the Brooklyn
Northern
Bridge.
California was a tough commute, Montoya said.
Oh, that's right. Montoya is there. Montoya live right there. But it's nonsense, yo. Look, if y'all, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say it again. You want to go over there and you feel that strongly about this conflict, I don't care what side you on. You feel this strongly to where as though you want to inconvenience people like this, you gotta have your voice heard and you gotta be out there, rah. Kid up and go over there and pick a side. Kid up, grab yourself a rifle, and go pick a side. As simple as that. Yeah, people trying to go to work, get to their kids, get to the hospital, stuff like that, and y'all just out there, kumbaya, my lord. Make love, not war, all this stuff. And I get it. Look, you want to protest, Protest. But when you start impeding on people's right to travel, it's a problem. For what? What is that proving? Remember the dude we watched? Remember the video, the one we covered with a guy that had the log jam, and he got on and just shot them people?
Oh yeah, it was in Peru, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like Peru. He just had it. Looked like George Lucas. He just had it. He had a falling down moment, and I don't think he did no jail time.
They should be at that at the White House, really. Because that's what they did for Nixon and the other administrations. Whenever they had the Vietnam and the other spots, they just crowded the heck out the White House.
Go occupy the National Mall. Go occupy the White House. Stay out of people's right to travel. Yeah, go do that. But doing this, it's annoying.
Not the impeding regular people's ability to put food on the
Right, and what's going to happen is there's going to be people that ain't got no patience for this stuff. They gonna start mowing y'all down with their cars or getting out and just busting y'all in the head.
It's not the elite being impeded or inconvenienced by any of this.
No, it's the everyday people. And the sad part is that this is going to turn into some kind of like civil war. You're going to have.
See, that's the main two spots. We were just talking about this, and then I told my family this too. I said the only two spots that are really going to see a lot of popping off right after the Iran deal is going to be New York, and then we talked about this too, and San Francisco. I think that's what's going on right here too. San Francisco, isn't it?
Yeah, San Francisco.
New York, San Francisco, and what? Michigan?
Yeah,
should be the other spot.
Think so. Yeah, Michigan. Yep, we did say that, right? Minnesota.
We said the main spots that are going to be having this kind of outcome, where it's going to be a lot of turmoil, a lot of dust getting kicked up.
And that's the thing, right? Because it's like you got all these people. So imagine if these two groups come to a head. What's going to happen? Somebody going to get hurt. We'll have Summer Love all over again, but it's going to be Middle East edition.
The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, exactly what's going to look like.
With Bane and Batman out there in the middle of the street fighting police.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That was a cool little fight they had in the middle of the street.
Yeah, it's going to clash. Boom. That's just what it's going to be. And that's not good for anybody.
Yeah.
They got to get ahead. You got to get a hold of that. It's everybody want a cause. Everybody want a cause. Everybody want to be in the struggle. Everybody want to struggle. You want to struggle. What's that? What was the dude? Malcolm Nance, was that his name? Go do what Malcolm Nance did. Go put on a plate carrier and a rifle and go fight for your interest. But stop this stuff. This ain't proving nothing. You got a problem with the state, you take it to the state. Don't take it to the everyday workers who got to get home. Take it to the state. And I ain't even talking about your governor and your mayor. I'm talking about fly your tail to Washington and go occupy the South Lawn or something stupid. Don't sit here and inconvenience your fellow Americans for what? For what? Something you ain't even got no business even being in the first place. They got me all riled up. They got me all riled up. It's all about the. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. It's we a war economy. We making money now. Is Westinghouse even still around? Whatever. We making money now. We a war economy. That's how we make our money. Eisenhower warned us to beware of the military-industrial complex. Nobody listened, and now look where we at. And I don't care what nobody say. That fight going to happen over there. I don't care who involved. But who try to break it up? I don't care. Oh, Donnie T going to come in. He going to know he not because he back in Israel. Donnie T going to be like, yo, wear him out. Here we come. Abraham Accords, all that stuff. Nobody called it the Abraham Accords, right? Anybody want? I just explained it to y'all Saturday.
Let's go back to Operation True Promise.
Operation True Promise. The Muslims and the Hebrews or the Jews are cousins. They both come from the same blood lineage as Abraham. Hence the name Abraham Accords. Then Iran launches a missile attack on Israel, calling it Operation True Promise because Isaac, the Jewish son that belonged to Abraham and his wife, he was the promise that the Lord gave him. Ishmael was Abraham's son from the help. He was not the promise, even though he was the firstborn. So the Muslims like, we're the true promise for this. We're the true promise. And the Jews like, no, you're not. You just a bastard son. You was just the jump off son. We the true promise. And this is what the fight is. Mm-hmm. Abraham Accords was never going to stop this fight. I mean, it was a nice try.
Yeah, this was the first time in the first time ever that Iran directly launched against Israel, right?
And what that tell you? What does that tell y'all? This is the first time. Would you say, Jay? The first time Iran did it.
Directly struck at Israel.
You know what they say? They like, yo, it's up.
Yeah, they're definitely sending out the signal. That's what I said. They're sending out the signal to all the region, Yemen, Gaza, right? Yeah. Kuwait. They're sending out the bat signal that, hey, this might be go time. We'll just let you know, if they got these red heifers, it's go time. We got to go protect that Dome of the Rock.
Yep, they got to protect the Dome of the Rock. And that's what they saying. It's a message. It's a message. It ain't about nothing else, but it's a message.
And how'd they get to the point where they even had that capabilities in the first place? Barry Soetoro.
I was about to bring that up.
Barry Soetoro and Joe sat there in 2008 when they were doing the No Banker Left Behind.
Yeah,
and everybody was getting $1 trillion. They started allowing those companies that they had restrictions in place. They had restrictions in place with Iran. You couldn't send them certain parts because they knew those certain parts could be used to build this, that, and the third. Barry Soetoro and them said, hey, let it fly. We want to see what they could build. So U.S. companies started sending them the parts that they needed to build their little drones and things.
Mr. Street said, "Gotta hurry up. Them blemishes happen over time in the heifers." Bro, they knew they had them heifers on October 7th. They knew they had them on October 7th. And I told people, I said it and people thought it was crazy. I said, yo, that attack was allowed to happen because they know they got the heifers. They allowed that attack to happen so they could go into Gaza on the false premise we're going to push out Hamas. And what they do, push everybody else out. They done carpet bombed Gaza and terraformed it so they can go in there and knock down the Dome of the Rock and raise the third temple. I said that, and now we see it playing out. And y'all don't think that the Islamic community don't see that? You think they're going to take that lion down? No, they not. No, it ain't going to be Iran. They're going to be the only person to do this.
Right. It's crazy how people can't see it from both sides.
Right.
Because, of course, you want peace. I don't want there to be, really, I don't want there to be the red heifer. I'd rather there not be the red heifer. Give me a couple more years where I get to enjoy some quote unquote peacetime over here. That's what I'd rather have. Mm-hmm. And people don't see the two sides of it. The Middle East, those countries over there, they can't sit there and just be punked out like this and let them kill their generals, let them push all those people out to the side, and then them not step in when they are telling everybody, hey, we have your back and we're 10 toes down with whatever goes, with whatever pops off. So they feel like they gotta do this. They have to save face. They have to move with their allies.
Yeah, Mr. Street says people think this got started. It's been going on since before Christ. Exactly.
Yeah, they're getting baited in, and then they're gonna. I agree with that. They're getting baited in, and then they're gonna bring in this whole conflict because that's basically what these groups really want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but see, that's what's going to happen, and that was weird when we read the what was it, Albert Pike? That was crazy. Did you watch? You read? He was in the stream on Saturday. That's crazy.
No, I read that in high school.
I remember it. Like I was like, oh, so why does that sound familiar? Like I heard it, but I never read it, and that's crazy. Yo, what? But regardless, like I said, y'all, this was always going to happen. This fight was always going to happen. Period. Full stop. Nobody's gonna be able to stop this fight. Nobody was ever going to be able to stop this fight. Let them duke it out. United States, stock market doing? Stay out of it. Oh, you know the stock market is probably fluctuating drastically, especially because Iran controls what, Jay? The Strait of Hormuz. Huh? They control the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another part of the oil game out of there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wait a second. So yeah, that's definitely gonna affect the stocks here.
Yep. This is crazy. Donnie T wasn't gonna be able to stop this fight. Donnie T would have jumped in this fight. That's what I think. Don't get me wrong, he got my vote. But I'm telling you, I don't think Donnie T would have been able to stop this fight, period. It's just that when you got it affecting home, and like I said Saturday, I'm like, yo, the more we get involved and the more stuff gets going over there, the more apt we are to get attacked. Not like Red Dawn from the sky. I'm talking about you're gonna have a bunch of these fringe groups that's here that's gonna start doing stupid stuff.
Yeah, the main thing is like what we experienced with the AT&T networks being down.
Oh yeah,
a couple months ago. Mm-hmm. And that was nationwide.
Straight
like
drop,
our Verizon our Verizon turned off, our AT&T turned off. Michelle was like, oh, I can't even get out, my wife. And then I was like, can't even get a signal or anything. I was like, well, it's all down across the board. Everyone's signal is off. And then, of course, they try to play it off and blame it on the solar flares.
Yeah, they did.
But the solar flares hadn't even hit the Earth just yet for it to be,
was on red alert. Like, what just happened? Who did this? And now they
solar flares.
Now you had those barges. How 26 barges just break free?
It was the EMP.
I'm like 26 of them. That's interesting. Then it made me rethink the whole Baltimore bridge, the Francis Scott Key joint, which I told y'all they was going to try to rename. But everybody was like, "What? Well, they're doing an investigation." Like, yeah, they are doing an investigation now, but it looks like they're trying to investigate the power outage. They're trying to investigate if the ship was in bad shape before it was leaving the port, stuff like that. But that's been going on though, cause you know where I'm at every day. I'm at the command center, so I be hearing shit. But yeah, FBI and all them people, they all been there for they've been there for weeks. So, I don't know what they're going to get from that, but I'm not going to rule out a terror attack. I mean, it could have been a dry run. Who knows? Like I said, Baltimore's port is number one for roll on, roll off, and a lot of military equipment come through that port. A lot. So I don't know, guys. It's going to get interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting in the coming weeks, because Passover is what, next week?
It's on the 22nd. We're a few days away from there.
Yeah, man.
15, 7 days. It's 7 days.
7 whole days, guys. So it's going to get interesting, and I don't think Iran's going to be the only group to attack Israel. I'm just saying, because if they
notice how everybody and his brother is talking about the red heifer now.
Yeah, exactly. Who was talking about it first, y'all? Who was talking about the red heifer first?
You know, I was bringing it up a lot for a year. I was like, get ready for 2024, because that's when they might have the red heifer.
I didn't even know what the hell Jay was talking about. Then I started saying, "Oh Lord, okay." Yeah, and then
now everybody's on board.
Yeah, then I start railing against it too.
It's like when Unc was wearing the MAGA hat and no one else was. There's the trendsetters over here.
Ronan says CISA, the cybersecurity branch, has confirmed that it was a terrorist attack, the boat incident. No, the one here? Really?
Or the ones the barge is letting loose.
Or the barges. You talking about the barges, or you talking about the one here in Baltimore?
I thought they said that the one there, that they knew ahead of time that ship has electrical issues. So that's what the news was saying.
Because I know the people that worked there was like, yo, that boat was glitching 2 days before it left.
So right.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the longshoremen was like, yo, that boat was glitching 2 days before it left, yo. It had problems 2 days before it left.
The old jacked up boat. Well, it had other incidents with it, so I don't know.
He's saying the bridge. He's saying the Francis Scott Key joint. Then you got those 26 barges. Like I could see like two barges got loose. 26 of them just floating down river, like leave the world behind with the Teslas just flying out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yo, it's gonna be so much chaos. There's gonna be so much chaos in the coming months, y'all. Y'all just gotta keep y'all head on the swivel, guys. And I'm just, y'all just get y'all stuff in order. Get your bug out bags, your get home bags. Get your oodles and noodles. Get your food stores, your medical, your flashlights, your batteries, your candles. Get all of that stuff. Get you something to protect your neck and your family neck. Got to, because you don't never know what's gonna go down.
Mm-hmm. You ain't gotta be afraid, but be prepared, right?
Yeah. Then you had police.
Don't live in fear. Just
exactly.
Be prepared.
Yeah, just be prepared. Don't live in fear. If nothing happened, then great, fantastic.
It's mostly gonna be the big cities. Well, I know some of y'all live in the big giant cities though, but it's gonna be the big cities that might face the hacking incidents most likely. I mean, if they do have the other people, the support systems in line, then probably there will be like some grids going down here and there, but overall they'll probably be able to bring them right back up unless and then there'll be an ample warning. There'll be ample warning if the big three nations get ready to do the EMP strike, and what that would involve would be six nukes over the vicinity of Colorado.
That's like
in order to EMP us.
That's like in that show Jericho.
Yeah, they'd have to hit Colorado because of the they specifically look for NORAD That's where they would hit the 6 nukes up above in the upper atmosphere.
Yeah.
And they would blow them up in space.
Yeah.
To not set off the lower rockets down below.
Right.
And that way it should if they do it the right way,
electromagnetic pulse.
Yeah, they should be able to electromagnetic pulse the U.S. out of that, or they could just target the really big cities, and that's our complete infrastructure. So again, San Francisco, New York, what was the other 2 spots? It's like the three main cities. That's our primary infrastructure across the United States. And if they EMP those areas, or if they take down the grid for those areas, then it backs up the rest of the U.S. for a while of getting the supply chain moving.
Yeah.
Remember how bad things were on that day in September?
Boy. Everything went down. Like you couldn't make a call in or out. You couldn't do nothing. It was all gridlock.
Yeah.
YV says, why do Baltimore dudes say oodles? I said oodles. It say oozing. No, I said oodles and noodles. Oodles and noodles. I don't know. That's how we talk.
Is it the top? When you say oodles and noodles, you're talking about the top ramen noodles, right?
Yeah, top ramen. Yeah, we just call them oodles and noodles. I call all of it oodles and noodles, but yeah, top ramen. Yeah. Ronan says, the question is, who is responsible for the incident in Baltimore? Some speculate it was the U.S. Whew. I'm going to just give you that one. I don't know. But on his face, it looked like an accident. But now I'm not so sure no more. That's how I'm put it like that. I'm not so sure no more. What's up, Holden? He says, what if the Red Heifer event is like South Park episode? Bruh, I ain't even see that one yet. I heard it was hilarious though.
It was the Holy Ginger, right? But I mean, that's where the entire thing, our vernacular, where we say "Holy cow," we're talking about the Red Heifer.
Yeah.
And when they've been putting like in that show Heroes, and where they show the eclipse, and that was 4/8/2024. This whole thing, that was like the major 98% of the U.S. or whatever, or 98% of that eclipse. The way it was set up, it's not going to be the same until 2044. So 2024 is what we were getting all this hint from in our predictive programming media over the years, was that eclipse, and then so we got to experience that.
Mr. Street said Jericho is his show, but he said it's information for us now. Yeah, watch that show. The black dude was the one that had all the all the preps, but he was working for a government agency too, though. And then Ronan says that's the plot for Call of Duty 2, just like COVID was the plot for The Division, Operation Cold Winter. Don't forget about that. Oh my goodness. Y'all think that infrastructure workers will be there when the shit hit the fan? Remember Katrina? You might got a point. Mr. Street says the Ring of Fire. And then he says, don't need an EMP. A couple of dudes with a backhoe can dig through the internet cables and shut down multiple states. I know a lot of it now running on fiber. Being in the path of totality for the eclipse was crazy. It was dark. Yeah, I heard. I didn't see none of it. My mother was like, I saw a partial eclipse. I was like, oh, congratulations, Mom. Congratulations. But I mean, oh man, we got 220 people on X watching. Why can't I get that type of? Hey, y'all on X, right? Y'all do me a favor. When y'all finish watching the show, go over to YouTube and go to Rumble and subscribe. I appreciate that. But I'm also thanking you guys for, joining us over on X. Also follow my page. Some great takes and content, because Hoteps, we ahead of the curve when it comes to this stuff, and they don't like it. Except for Big Boss Ben, because he steals all of our content.
Get the grifties.
Watch him have a live grifties. Watch him have a live show like we had a live show. Watch. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you. But we're going to see a lot of distractions, and they're going to be using a lot of stupid stuff like this Drake and Kendrick and J. Cole thing, that's just retarded. I just was like, whatever. It's crazy.
So which is the real? What's the one that's supposed to be it? The one that's supposed to be it is the push-ups. I
guess if you listen to the push-up song, "Give Me 50 Push-Ups," if you listen to that, it sound AI. Like it sound like Drake, but there's no enthusiasm in the rap.
ChatGPT made it.
I think so. No, I think Drake might have wrote it and then he just ain't feel like recording it and he just let AI do it. I think Drake corny too.
You said what?
Montoya said she think Drake corny. I said I kind of think he corny too, but I think he a good rapper. I hate when he sing. It's annoying.
Top tier ghostwriters.
Yeah. Anyway, AJ, do me a favor. I need you to run it for me. I'll be right back. I gotta run upstairs real quick to my son real fast.
All right, go ahead.
Hold on, let me get this thing back in order. Get you one. There we go. Boom. All right, be right back.
Oh, you lying
It's
me
on
up.
you, Jay.
It's on me. All right. What's good, everyone? Appreciate you guys for being here tonight. So, like Kanan said, we're just gonna keep our head on a swivel, but yeah, don't live in a spirit of fear. You don't want to do that. You know that Joseph in the Bible, he was about preparation too, and he prepared the for the droughts and for the seasons. So do the same thing in your own household. Prepare for the seasons of winter and be ready for stuff to pop off. But Iran attacking Israel was kind of the big major like bat signal for that whole scenario. Gaza, Iran, Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Yemen, Kuwait. Those are the places that will have to, stand 10 toes down with their Middle Eastern brothers and sisters. And if we do see something pop off on the 22nd with this red heifer being sacrificed, that would be something wild. But I think that it was just supposed to be an announcement. So I'm watching for the 22nd to the 26th to see if there is an announcement being made. And let's see. So that would be set in 7 days. And then 66 days later will be June 19, 2024. So I'm going to keep an eye on June 19, 2024 too, just in case that's another locale date, because they like to do things with the 10 and the 66 and stuff like that. All these numerics. But Passover is coming up. Was in the happy brother's birthday. When some people were saying, what's the Passover? What's that? When did they used to have to put the sheep's blood, the ram's blood on the door, and then the angel of death passed over.
Right. So
your house
back
was
when
sanctified.
God was killing all the firstborn in Egypt, right? And in order for your kid not to get got, you had to put the sheep's blood or the ram's blood over the door, so the angel of death passed you over. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh man. That's how far we got, and you got to explain that, but it's all good. The more you know. Oh my gosh, yo, it's gonna get crazy, yo, because like we say, the Euphrates River is what? Drying up. Okay, and I know a lot of people don't believe in the scriptures, but I want you to know this: whether you believe in the scriptures or not, guess who believe in them scriptures? The Jews,
the powers that be.
The powers that be, the Muslims, they all believe in the scriptures, and it's going to happen.
Well,
no matter what you believe in.
The two events that they, I'll say, it would be impossible for them to make it happen would be asteroid Wormwood. We get into Revelation, the 66th book of the Bible. Asteroid Wormwood will be hitting in those end times. Mm-hmm. If we really get into those, if this is really the way the trajectory of how things play out. Mm-hmm. But prior to all those events, there's going to be an earthquake that's almost nearly a 10.0 magnitude earthquake, and that's never been felt before in the history of the earth. It cannot happen. But there's some kind of a disturbance in the core or something like that does somehow.
Don't the CIA got some kind of book on that?
Up to the 9 point whatever. Yeah, we took a look at that a long time ago. We talked about that one time.
Oh yeah, because that's when Emmanuel first told me about the Y files, and they had that. It's like I forgot what he called it, the Romeo and Juliet. Or something. I forgot what they called it. It was something like that. I forgot what it was called though.
They said the Adam and Eve, wasn't it?
Adam and Eve. That was the Adam and Eve event or whatever it was. I know it was one. I know it was something.
It was some couple.
I knew it was something.
They were all booed up.
Yeah, they was all boo-thinged up and everything, you know, and it was like, it's over. Let's just go ahead and end it now. Yeah. That was a scary episode. That was when shout out to Emmanuel Presley. He was like, yo, you ever seen the Wild Files? I was like, nah. Now I watch it every every Thursday when they put out a new episode.
That would be crazy if we do. But so that's like, that's what Revelation is talking about though.
Yeah.
It's like a 10.0 magnitude hits the greatest earthquake that had ever been felt in the city. And I don't know if it's talking about, I have to go into that, if it's talking about Israel or if it's talking about New Babylon. New Babylon is technically New York because whatever country holds the power structure over Iraq, which in ancient times was Babylon, that becomes the New Babylon. So Rome used to be New Babylon. Assyria used to be New Babylon. And now where they hold the UN in New York, that's the New Babylon technically, in biblical speaking.
Man, I'm telling y'all better start reading the word. And just be prepared. Just be prepared. I'm gonna tell you this. I don't care what you think. I done watched that book manifest a lot of stuff in my life. And I ain't talking about recently, I'm talking about period, over the course of my life, period. I done seen things. I told you this before. I done seen stuff. I done witnessed things that's like, you know what? Yep, nope. God's real. Let me go ahead and get on this bandwagon because I see where this is about to go. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen that. But all I'm telling you is this. No man knows the day or the hour, but I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming. You're already seeing nations against nations. You know, the birth pains is getting crazy. You got women getting punched out in New York. You know what I mean? You got so much stuff going on, just violence. You had the dude in California that was just picking police off from a rooftop.
He did?
Yeah.
I know, because look what happened with Australia. See, they banned all the guns over there, so now they're going around with knives and swords and stuff and going on mass sprees.
I challenge you to a duel. Wasn't it Montoya? Wasn't it? It was, the shooter was in California, right?
There's sick people out there, man.
Yeah.
It's evil people gonna do evil things.
Yeah, Southern California. Suspect in fatal Southern California shooting remains at large. He's still out there.
He picked off some police from a roof.
He had a long gun out there, that bad boy, just picking police off. Yeah, let's go to the story real quick. It says investigators in Long Beach continue to search for a gunman in a fatal shooting that left 30-year-old man dead. Hold on. That's not it. Hold on. Where's the right one? That's not it. Let's see. Suffering from. No, that's not it. Yeah, that's it right here. He was arrested. Man arrested in Marina Del Rey after gunfire sprayed from rooftop is reportedly live streamed. He was live streaming it. And that's a swanky area, ain't it? Ain't that a swanky area?
What part? What area?
Marina Del Rey. A man was arrested Saturday night after allegedly shooting multiple rounds of gunfire from the rooftop of Marina Del Rey apartment building, scaring neighbors and drawing a large emergency response. Large emergency response authorities, he said. Oh, no one was injured. Okay, cool. But I know they said he was shooting at the police. No one's injured of the heavy gunfire, which was sprayed down on the streets along the 4100 block of Via Marina, according to the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. And get out of here. But this was Saturday. Like, people just wilding for no reason. It's like, I don't know, like the code changed or something, and now people just doing NPC stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody's little brother just picked up the controls and just started mashing buttons.
Oh, speaking about the violence, did you see that violent movie Monkey Man just yet?
I have not seen Monkey Man yet. However, I did see Civil War.
Was it violent enough?
Yes, Civil War was violent enough. I'm gonna put it out there like that.
So
I did not
liked it,
expect that. I did not expect that at all. I'm gonna say the what's the word? The scenes were graphic.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say violent, but the scenes was graphic. Very graphic. It was really interesting.
Was it bullet violence, knife violence? What was it?
All that. Setting people on fire violence.
It was just all kinds.
All kinds. So the movie it centers around. Spoiler alert! 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So it centers around. I'm gonna try not to spoil it though. It centers around 4 journalists, right? 4, like, you know, it's war. Like, it don't tell you how the war started. It don't tell you what side. Like it don't tell you like really nothing. All you know is that it just in everything. It's in the thick of it, right? So you got Kirsten Dunst is the main character, and some other people. One of the girls looked like a clone of Ellen Page, but they're trying to get from where the hell, I think it was in New York. They were trying to get from New York to DC because they got word that the president was going to get got. The forces that were going for the president in the White House was going to succeed and get him, but they wanted to interview the president before he got and get a quotable. So they go on their little joyride through Virginia and stuff like that, and then they stop along the way to get footage from these like skirmishes that's happening along the way. And you see some really ill stuff during that. Like, they stop at a gas station, right, Jay? And they needed to get gas, and the guy was like, what are you guys doing here? It's like, we the press. He was like, whatever. He's like, we need gas. We need enough to fill up this truck in 2 cans. She's like, how about $300? Is that enough? He says, she's like, is 300 enough? He goes, that's only enough for a sandwich. Which, you know, he said cheese or no cheese, right? Mm-hmm. And then she go, not American, Canadian. And then they all just stop. Like, I was like, oh, so I guess American dollars are just dead in this world, and the Canadian dollar was king.
The Canadians?
Yeah, because when they were
good.
laughing, and then she said, not American, Canadian, and he was like, oh, okay, well, help yourself. Like, I was like, okay, well, it looks like they're saying that the financial, everything, you know, financially is done for in America as far as the dollar. And then it was kind of like, I didn't know where the movie was going as far as like, if it was like a, you know, anti-right, anti-left. I think it was trying to be as even as possible, I think, though. Although they did say like the unified forces of Texas and California. I was like, I don't think they would be unified in no type of force. You know, but it was interesting. It's an interesting movie, and I would suggest people go see it because to me, it wasn't like, oh, let's see what side they're trying to talk about. I don't think it mattered. It's like, yo, just watch what happens in this movie. And this is what people want. It's like, this is what you want? Watch this movie and tell me that's what you really want to do. Because you got the Boogaloo Boys out there. You got all these people that's ready to rock and roll. I'm going to fight for country. Like, okay, watch this movie. That's what's going to happen. That's what it's going to look like. That's what it's going to look like if it goes down. Go watch that movie. That is what it's going to look like if we have a civil war here. I don't know why people think a civil war in America is all fantastical and you ready for that. It might be some psychos out there ready for it. But not ready for it. I'm ready for it. I'm not a psycho. It's people that want to go out there and just start shooting. It's people that want to go out there, put on some BDUs and some fatigues and get out there and start getting into a firefight. I ain't one of them. I'm not looking for nothing like that. Am I ready for it? Yeah, I'm ready for it because I got to I got to keep my family alive. But if you go watch that movie, is you really ready for that type of smoke? That's the interesting thing. Are you ready for that type of smoke? I think the movie did a very good job of showing what a civil war would look like in America if it were to go down. Maybe the maps wasn't that great drawn up, but it's crazy. What's up, Vicious Vendetta in the building? That's right. Hit that like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification icon. Share the stream. You feel like helping out the stream? Send me a couple dollars. $ CannonHotep on Cash App. That's $ CannonHotep on Cash App. Super chats. Rumble rants always welcome. And everybody over there on X that, were gracious enough to join us. I appreciate you guys. If you want to throw a few bucks this way, $, CannonHotep on Cash App. We got 286 people in the building over on X. But it was a good movie. It was a good movie, I think. What up, Emmanuel? We just gave you some credit for putting us on with the Wi-Fi's.
Yeah.
We was talking about the Adam and Eve event. But
yeah, with that earthquake or whatever.
Yeah.
And I also brought up the fact that you said the Lauryn Hill over Illmatic.
Lauryn Hill over Illmatic. Jeez. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. But like I said, guys, there's gonna be a lot of craziness happening really, really soon. That's all I can tell you guys. That's all I can tell you guys. And they're gonna keep trying to distract us with the BS. You gotta figure out what you wanna believe in. You gotta figure it out what you wanna deal with or not. You know what I mean? Yo, Kanye really went and got another chick that looked just like Kim Kardashian and married her. No, I don't do that. I don't want to see that. Somebody fighting a little handicapped girl. But it's I don't know, guys. I don't know what else to say. It's a lot going down right now. It's a whole lot going down right now. That looks delicious. The Chad Dukes. Shout out to Chad Dukes. What else we got going on in the news? What I got in my grift bag? I ain't even really looked in there that much.
Well, I'm gonna read off them trumpets real quick if you don't mind.
Yeah, got it. The seven seals.
Yeah, well, so this is in Revelation. This is the trumpets. Which is this?
Well,
this
I know
right
they said when the
before.
Euphrates dropped, the four angels is going to release the 4 seals, and so
right.
Yeah.
So this is what your timeline of events are going to be looking like. 7th seal, golden censer, would go to 8:5. The angel took the censer, filled it with fire from the altar, and hurled it on the earth. And there came peals of thunder, rumblings, flashes of lightning, and an earthquake. So the earthquake is going to be felt on earth. All right. That fire from the altar that got hurled at the earth. This is asteroid Wormwood. Yeah. We're going to get into the trumpets. The 7 angels had 7 trumpets and sounded them. The first angel sounded his trumpet, and there came hail and fire mixed with blood. It was hurled down on the earth. A third of the earth was burned up. A third of the trees were burned up. All the green grass was burned up. The second angel sounded his trumpet, and something like a huge mountain, all ablaze, was thrown into the sea. A third of the sea turned into blood. A third of the living creatures in the sea died, and a third of the ships were destroyed. The third angel sounded his trumpet, and a great star, blazing like a torch, fell from the sky on a third of the rivers, on the springs of water. The name of the star is Wormwood. A third of the waters turned bitter. Many of the people died from it turning bitter. The fourth angel sounded his trumpet. The third of the sun was struck, a third of the moon, a third of the stars, so that a third of them all turned dark. A third of the day was out without light, and a third of the night. And I watched from an eagle that was in midair call out in a loud voice, "Woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, because of the trumpet blast about to be sounded by the other 3 angels." That entire trumpets thing, from the Christian modernistic interpretation and from my interpretation as well, is just a singular event. It's asteroid Wormwood breaking up as it hits Earth. And that impact is just what you see it describing. As it hurls down, it breaks apart, and pieces of it, as they fly out, one piece hitting the ocean, the huge mountain all ablaze that goes into the sea, and the other part hitting different cities and different places where it gets all jacked up. And the wormwood itself, meaning bitter, the asteroid that hits Earth is going to have some kind of pollutant in it already.
Like some kind of like sulfur or something.
Sulfur, yeah, that turns the waters bitter.
Yeah.
So that's where your problem with water conservation is going to come from. And then when it's saying that you can't see the sun, you can't see the moon, that's because once that event happens, it's just like those large plumes of smoke. It's just going to keep rising for a very long time, and that smoke is going to cover the Earth, and that's going to block out your sun and your moon for a third of the day. So that's the event that the elite cannot technically, the elite can't, unless they wheel one of those asteroids over with one of those devices, with those machines, they really can't.
They can't
bring
control that.
Wormwood over.
Yeah, it's just what it is. But guys, I mean, who knows when this is going to happen? I mean, we don't know.
Right, we don't know.
Just saying, it's prophesized and things are playing out. Things are playing out. I'm just going to say it like that. You know what I mean? Period, full stop. I just want you guys to know that. I want y'all to be safe out here in these streets. Get right with the Lord. Anyway, breaking. Oh yeah. This was crazy. This is what I was talking about
Temple.
earlier. Yeah, so they said Trump should call their bluff. If they arrest him, it'll be insane. They're right, because if they arrest him, then the Secret Service has to clear the entire prison out. Because you can't have him there with everybody else. You can't put him in gym pop. What you gonna do with him?
Trump trial may now last until June, and he is forced to stay in court or be arrested.
Exactly. So that's what they want to do, right? So they want him there every day. Every day. So what happens if another case comes up and then they be like, all right, Trump has to be in, I don't know, whatever other state trying to get him out of the paint on the same day he got to be in court in New York. Now both of them like, if he don't show up here, he get arrested. Well, if he don't show up here, he'll get arrested. You feel me? He damned if he did. They doing what they do. They doing what they do. So let's see what Jack Posobiec says though.
Trump on trial. Right there, New York City. What's really being done? A president of the United States, a leading candidate, the man who's currently leading the Real Clear Politics average for the presidency, is now up on trial, and he's going to be on trial until June? This is a joke. This is absolutely insane, and more than that, it boils down to a strategy. This is their strategy. They know that Biden can't be on the campaign trail that long. So what do they do to achieve parity? They can't make Biden better, but what do? They gag Trump. They prevent him from traveling. They prevent him from going to his son's graduation.
Who that sound like? Ain't that the take I had for like almost, 2 years? Probably longer than that. What I tell y'all, they trying to deplete his war chest. They trying to make it so that Trump cannot run a proper race. If he got a debate somewhere and he got to be in court, then he can't go to that debate, can he? He can't go to that rally, can he? Not to mention he just money flying out his pockets for these cases. He not lying.
They prevent him from participating in family activities. But more importantly, they prevent him from taking part on the campaign. Look at this, some of the math that's coming out. The live testimony and opening arguments might not even begin 2 weeks from today. Now you're in May. Okay, so now we're into May. Then the trial might not even conclude until June. You're talking about critical eras, critical eras and critical time that President Trump should be on the campaign trail, should be out there hitting state after state. I mean, sure, Pennsylvania is close by as a swing state. You could do stuff. And you know what? Here's what Trump should do, by the way, folks. What Trump should do is for every single day that he has to be in court, he should hold an event every weekend in Madison Square Garden and say, I want everybody to come to Madison Square Garden, come to New York. He's talked about doing this already.
Now that's unrealistic. Look how much money you think Trump supporters got there, Jack. Not saying everybody don't have no money, but what I'm saying is this. People ain't gonna make that pilgrimage to New York. It's a lot. However, what I think he should do is like I told y'all before. What did I tell y'all before? Donnie T should sit there and live react, which he's done. He's already done it. He's done it. He must be listening. He must have heard because he think he did it last time. Just sit there and live react. Every debate that happened, live react. Because guess what's going to happen? He going to get more viewership on him live reacting to the debates than anybody else. That's how you keep it going, Donnie T. Usually, like the campaign trail and going to physically be in the places, that's old times, right? It still worked. But it's, you know, that's the old way of doing things. These podcasts, these live streams, they got a Republican debate that you can't be at because they hamstringing you with these court dates. Fire up Rumble and probably YouTube probably gonna try and take them down. Fire up Rumble, fire up X, get back on X. By the way, I know Truth Social is your baby and all that other stuff, but fire up X, get back on X. Still fire up YouTube. And allow anybody with a YouTube channel to live stream your live stream. Guess what you ain't got, Donnie T? You ain't got no time limit. You can pause the video and you can just go ham. They're gonna watch you before they watch the actual live debate. Win like that. Use the technology you got. Because but Jack Posobiec is right, and I've been saying this for how long, y'all? Everybody that's been on my channel, that's been loyal to this channel, the stuff that Jack Posobiec is saying, I've been saying it. I've been telling you that's their game plan from Jump Street. They know that this case they're not going to win this case. Donnie T's going to walk away from this case, but that's not the goal. The goal is not for them to put him in jail. The goal is just to distract him enough to where he cannot run his race, and hopefully he falls off. That's the goal. With the advent of all this technology, you think that he can't win? He can still win. He can still win. He just got to be savvy about it.
Ready. Just book Madison Square Garden, come out there and say, I want you to stand with me. And then he'll hold these massive rallies in Madison Square Garden. Book it out. Book it out. Obviously, their schedule is what it is. And if you can't do it there, do it right inside Trump Tower. Look, you own the property yourself. Do it right inside Trump Tower or Madison Square Garden. Have event after event after event and ram it down their throats.
I mean, or just on the weekend, you just got to travel on the weekend, Donnie. See, if you really want to do these in-person events, they're going to have to be Saturdays and Sundays. That's what it's going to have to be. People will show up for you. Now, every day in New York, I don't think people going to want to make that pilgrimage. That's going to be crazy. Then again, it would send a message. New York would be on more. It'd be even more gridlocked than it already is. Be safe out there, streets, man. They won't let them go to immunity. They won't let them go to immunity case in Supreme Court either. It'd be great if he wins that. Man, listen. Exactly, bro. Could you imagine Trump just went live out of nowhere? I can't make it to the debate, so we gonna do it right like this. Ain't no rules that say you can't. We live stream to the debates. Imagine him doing it. He could do that too. But people want to see him. But I mean, I think they would still rock with him. If he did the debate thing, it's just crazy. But he could do that. He could do a Zoom in the stadium. People, yeah, they could. He could rent out whatever, and they had just a big old jumbotron of him, talking. and people already know the circumstances. They still gonna buy. They still gonna, buy a ticket to support. But they cheating. They cheating again like they did in 2020, and like they tried to do in 2016. I told you already. They got the mail-in ballot little boxes out at the high schools right now. Right now, at high schools, elementary schools, middle school, everywhere. They out already, Jay.
Dang.
I'm gonna take a picture of a few of them on my way to work tomorrow. It is a lot of traveling. So you know what? The Jumbotron thing, that makes sense. But we got so much technology, the RNT can get it done. Could you imagine? They would lose it, yo. Telling you, if they can't beat him, he better protect his neck.
Trump on trial, right there.
All right, so check this out. This is from the guy Matt Wallace. I still don't know who he is. Time to expose the truth about Project Bluebeam. Did you see this video, Jay? It's the video, right? Is this the video? I thought I had the video. Where'd the video go? I thought this was a video. Ain't this nothing? I gotta find the video now. We already did that. That's them barges that got loose. Where is that? Let me see. Oh my gosh, where the video at? Somebody put it in the thing. It's making me mad. Cause look, Elton John up there, spinning around in a circle. There we go.
Like it. Actually, I don't know.
God, I can't even see it. What the hell is wrong with
No, it's straight up and down. No, it has something on the side, Robert.
Allegedly, they said they were seeing this.
Yeah?
I don't know where they in California, Sequoia Park, California. I just thought it was
what is that?
Manfred Mann about to sing "Blinded by the Light."
Might be the
Elton John about to come out and sing Benny and the Jets.
It's holding its position straight up and down.
It's one straight up and down and staying that way.
You see it? Oh yeah. You don't know when you.
That's crazy, though.
It's like this looks like a person with his arm sticking out. See it, John?
No, I don't see it.
What you think about that, Jay?
Looks neat. Whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't know what that
Mothman?
Yeah, I guess everybody calling Project Bluebeam. I don't know what it is.
Oh, you know what? In Fallout, Mothman is in Fallout too, and they just released Fallout.
Yeah, I'm almost done Fallout.
Don't they say if the Mothman appears, then bridges fall or something like that?
Is that right? They don't like the Mothman, dog. But is that what they say?
Something like that.
About to look that up real quick.
But
that's what we talking about. This is Project Bluebeam.
The bridges fall when the Mothman appears, and they just put out that show Fallout, which Mothman is in that show Fallout.
Yeah, that's interesting, though.
Did you ever watch that movie, 2002 movie?
That's what 2002 movie?
Mothman Prophecies, the one with
Nah, I thought it was a scary movie, and I was like, nope.
With Richard Gere.
But remember what we were showing, like remember they had all that craziness going on in Miami, and like they was talking about the floating like demons or whatever it was.
In Miami.
Yeah, remember that? At that mall.
You said where?
It was at like a mall in Miami.
Okay. Yeah. That was when the kids was grabbed some sticks and was hitting people, and then there was like some strange angles that made it look like those people were tall and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, this is what happened. This thing just gets out of hand. But yeah, so I thought I had the whistle. I was gonna show people that what I have in here. The way they it was at like Comic-Con or at E3, where the video game looked like it was coming out of the sky out of nowhere. I don't know what that was. That was weird. Like I can't. I mean, I guess you could have good projectors even in the daytime like that. So that was the thing with the thing. I thought it was interesting. Where is it at? I know I had it here. Maybe I don't know. But yeah. This was crazy though. Listen to
The gentleman in the video that follows claims he was at the Miami incident. He explains what took place when he was there. Check it out.
Since nobody's gonna talk about it, I figured, fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was down in Miami for the New Year's, you know what I'm saying?
So this dude was telling this story. He seemed real somber about it. And then apparently all of a sudden he was like, "Y'all was just bullshitting." But I don't think, because other people were saying the same thing. Like what he said he saw, everybody else said they saw kind of the same thing. Ain't had no hands or no feet. They were just floating and phasing in and out of the reality. And that's when we said we thought they was using Project Bluebeam. Or some kind of portal box with Project Bluebeam. But yeah. They did it at E3. They did it at E3. Let me see if I can't find it. Let's see. Yeah, here we go, right here. Check this out, Joe. Watch this. Watch how this works. Like this is outside. This ain't on no screen or nothing. That's not on the screen. That's in the sky. That's in the sky. And nobody think they got the technology to pull off Project Bluebeam? And this is Facebook. And that's brought to you by Facebook. Or Meta. So y'all don't think they got the technology to pull off Project Bluebeam? That thing that was floating in the sky, I don't know what that was. That could have been Project Bluebeam. It could have not been Project Bluebeam. But what I'm gonna tell y'all is this: keep your head on the swivel, guys, because some things might go down real soon. We don't know. I hope not. I know Jay hope not. Jay got he got his kids. He got a gang of kids and his wife to worry about.
Yeah, I'd rather than not be the red heifer.
Yeah, you know.
I would rather they don't. I would rather they say, that wasn't the right one. Well, back to square one. I'm
just saying, guys, you know, maybe if I was single, you know, kids, I might be like, all right, I can survive. But you guys, I gotta drag my children.
If they switch off our power and stuff like that, man, everyone gonna be hurting. Panic will ensue in about panic, the real panic with people trying to kick in each other's doors. What about that would happen? About the third week, or the month? How long until panic sets in on the cities?
Exactly. Oh, what? Months? You talking about days? Hours?
The second week?
What you talking about?
If the power, say the EMPS, or they switch off the grid.
36 hours, Jay.
36 hours.
36 hours. That's what they say.
Gonna be.
That's what they say. That's what the
Baltimore going to be on their Freddie Gray all over again.
Yo, yep. In 36 hours, bro. There's a book that the United States government endorses. Newt Gingrich did the foreword of it. It's called 1 Second After, when the lights went out. when the lights went out. 1 second after. And they said it'd take anywhere from 24 to 48 hours for all of that panic to set in. When they realized the lights. Me and my mother just had this conversation yesterday. Cause she got another bug out bag. My mother been getting on her game.
We're stocked up over here.
She talking about hiding out in the attic like Anne Frank.
We're stocked out over here with our water supply and our stuff.
That's what's up.
Ready. Solar equipment over here on the side. Trying to get as much stuff ready as possible in case they switch off the lights. That's it.
I told my mother, I said, if I call you and I said, get your tail up here right now, you better get in that car and get up here right now. I got my neighbor. I said, man, you don't know them people like that. I said, look at Leave the World Behind. Kevin Bacon was a good guy until the grid went down, and he was like, in regular civilization we was cool, but this new civilization, I don't know you. Like I keep telling her, like, my neighbors. I said, they don't know you from Adam, and you can't trust them people. I said, if I tell you something going down and you need to get up here, you need to get up here, or you need to meet me wherever I tell you to meet us at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That panic sets in. There's a lot of different people that are going to be. It's going to be bad in the big cities. It's not going to be. It's like Oklahoma, country areas and stuff like that. It should be.
But more people probably prepped out and ready for stuff like that, because you guys are like a tornado zone and stuff like that.
It should be all right for most areas, and then a lot of them are going to start scavenging. But in the city areas, your stores, after a little bit, your Walmarts and Targets and all that, somebody's gonna come along and burn those down after a minute or two. When the panic ensues. When the panic ensues, those places will be gone.
Right. So Montoya says the Loma created earthquake in '89 in San Francisco caused panic to set in within hours. Bridges and freeways collapsed. No phones. Loma Prieta earthquake, San Francisco, '89. That's crazy. But that's the thing, you gotta go. I don't know what's gonna happen, y'all. Stuff just happened. This weird stuff been happening. Not stuff that I can see how that. No, weird stuff's been happening. That's all I'm saying. So get on your game. Get y'all canned goods. Get y'all people on X though ain't never listened to me before. Some weird stuff about to go down. I got a feeling. And if it don't, it don't. I'll be happy if it don't. But get your canned goods, get your oodles and noodles, get your first aid, get water, get a gun. I don't care if you don't like guns. If you don't like guns, get over it and get you one. Because it'd be stupid if you get all this stuff together, you get all your food and your first aid and stuff together, and then some marauders just come by and take it, pillage it from you. And now you just I don't know if they're gonna leave you alive or not. Just saying. I'm just saying. Especially if they come through and they ain't smelled the scent of a woman in a little bit. I'm just saying, it sounds funny, but it's the truth.
It's just all chaos.
Ronan said, move to the countryside, you'll live longer. We set ourselves up for failure for relying on this version of technology with no backup plan for most possible scenarios. That is right. That is right.
Remember we were watching that? We covered it when they did the New York alerts. Remember that?
Oh yeah, the one with they was giving out bags and everything.
When they said when the nukes happen, go to your local. It was like, when the nukes happen, what the heck? Covered that.
Yeah, hold on, let me see. It was New York, right? See if I can't find it. It was this one right here. Yep, from the Telegraph. That's it right here. Yep, last year. Here you go.
That's it.
So there's been a nuclear attack. Don't ask me how or why. Just know that the big one has hit, okay? So what do? There are three important...
They put this out last year. When was it last year, Jay? Does it tell me?
Yeah, it was last year, wasn't it?
I want to know what month. July 12th is when they did
July
this.
12th. That could be a signal. Let me gematria that
12
up.
months ago. Yeah, July 12th, 22.
July 12th.
Important steps that I want you to remember. Step 1, get inside fast. You, your friends, your family, get inside. And no, staying in the car is not an option. You need to get into a building and move away from the windows. Step 2, stay inside. Shut all doors and windows. Have a basement? Head there. If you don't have one, get as far into the middle of the building as possible. If you were outside after the blast, get clean immediately. Remove and bag all outer clothing to keep radioactive dust or ash away from your body.
Get some potassium iodine.
Yeah, I got that.
I got some upstairs too. Get some potassium iodine. Now, I don't know if it's going to matter for me, Jay, because I'm 40 minutes from Washington, D.C. It might be a wrap for you, boy. I don't know. You know, that's if a nuclear attack happened. You know.
You have your foil and stuff ready?
What you mean? For like Faraday cages?
Foil for your room. Like, if it's far enough away, I'm going to deck out I got plenty of foil for it. I'm going to deck out one of the rooms for the foil. So if it's far enough away, it gives temporary light shielding. It's not a complete solution, but it's a little bit of a help. It's better than nothing.
Interesting. Didn't know that.
Yeah, you put the foil on the windows, and you're gonna put it around your area. You're gonna put it up on the wall and stuff like that.
The more you know.
You'll get a light bounce back.
Did not know that.
Step 3, stay tuned. Follow media for more information. Don't forget to sign up for Notify NYC for official alerts and updates. And don't go outside until officials say it's safe. All right, you've got this.
Check that out. So I can actually, hey y'all over there on Twitter, don't be afraid to chat in the chat box. So I can actually pull up a Twitter. Look, I just did this real quick. Oh, dang, I can't pull it up in here. Why not? So I can pop out the chat, but it don't put nothing out there. That's crazy. Let's see. Let's do test real quick. Boom. Pop up.
So they put that out July 12th, 2022?
July 12th, 2022, Jay.
All right.
July 12th, 2022, sir.
Make notes.
Yeah. Relax and take notes, guys. But I'm telling you, just be prepared. If nothing happened, nothing happened. You know, but at least you got something, because it don't have to be something catastrophic like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It could be anything, guys. It could be anything. You know, it could be an earthquake. It could be a flood. It could be whatever. Just be prepared, because you don't want to be left in the dark. You don't want to be at the mercy of some very bad people. You don't have to be. Montoya says unplug everything and use smart dots for radiation on the electronics. We are the government. Trust us. We know what's good for you. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right, Teresa. Oh, that's what they think. That's what they think. Get inside. Get some potassium iodide. Like, that's the scary part. Like, I'm probably far enough, maybe. You know? But I don't know. I don't think it'll be a nuclear blast that happens. I think it'll be, like you said, an EMP pulse that takes us down for a bit. You know what I mean? So
even if we have like disruption in the grid for a while or a month or something like that, it would be kind of rough. And that's also another possibility,
right,
that we could be facing. You know, if they turn off the water, they turn off the lights, we got some issues.
Yeah. Yep, that's
So that's
right.
why we saying. That's why we keep saying y'all just stay
Water,
stocked
just
up,
water,
just in case.
Think about if they just turn water off, Jay.
Yeah.
People would know what to do. Water and electricity, it's a wrap for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's all they got to do. Then you got to turn off communications, just water and electricity. Communication is going to. If you turn off the electricity, your communication ain't gonna work anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You only got a finite amount of time with that, unless you got backup batteries or a generator to use. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There was the one that they built a submarine that was undetectable, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they had them nuclear missiles that said they can't be shot down. They move too fast.
Oh wow, they're supersonic.
I guess I remember it's like a year or so ago. I heard Russia had them joints.
Yeah,
they said they moved too fast.
It's the primary areas that they will target under those scenarios. Is like I said, they go after NORAD first and foremost. But Washington D.C. is probably not gonna. It's probably not gonna be Washington D.C. If they use there's different scenarios, right? They got scenario box 1, scenario box 2. Their primary spots is to take out San Francisco, New York. That's 2 main city areas that they need to take out.
Yeah.
And they have to EMP NORAD to get all communications quiet. Then they have to take out DC. And I think beyond that, they don't want to waste too much other resources on it.
No,
they have to get out
but they wouldn't have to, because people are so inundated with what we got here and so dependent on it that we would just take care of ourselves.
And those silos, the reality on our silos is we don't even know how many of those are left running, how many of those are even operational.
Right.
Because they were working on those back in the 70s and 80s and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Those might be defunct, a lot of them running on Commodore 64 programs and stuff like that from 1980, 81 and stuff. I don't know if those are even in action still. A lot of them got sold off, so I'm not really sure how good our defense right back is going to be. A lot of that was hype and hoopla. They were spending a lot of the money that was supposed to go into Reagan's Star Wars. They were spending a lot of that money on other stuff and not actually spending it on Star Wars. The Star Wars program was mostly just a hoax. The vast majority of that Star Wars program was a hoax to get Russia and the other countries to invest a whole bunch of money and get bankrupted. And they show that in that movie, Remo Williams. They show that the Star Wars satellite thing, he wasn't even real.
Is that right?
Most of it wasn't. No, it was all hype. The Star Wars. You remember the Reagan Star Wars program? You heard a little bit about it before.
I heard about the Star Wars project with Reagan, but I didn't hear a lot about it.
It wasn't. The vast majority of it wasn't real. There was no Star Wars program. They were just spending a whole bunch of money on other stuff.
It was just a money laundering scheme. That's all it was.
Well, they were moving it around in different ways to do the other different operations. Just like they said, like Fort Knox. What's Fort Knox really have in it?
Nothing.
Nobody's looked at that mug for like 10 years now.
Nothing, ain't no gold in there. Know that much.
They said it's empty.
He said it was empty. They were saying it was empty back in the 70s.
They said it's empty. Like it still had something back in the 80s, I thought, but it's empty right now. There's nothing in there. On what they protect, they claim that they're protecting like stolen art and poppy plants or something like that in there, and that's it.
So the quartering was on Steven Crowder's show. Apparently he's 6'6", somewhere around there, 6'6", almost 6'7". I didn't know that.
Who, Crowder or quartering?
Quartering.
Oh, never. Oh, because he always just sit in that chair. Half the time he be hunched over looking.
Mm-hmm. He tall as heck.
I didn't know he was super tall like that. Because the way his setup looks like he's under the
Right.
Under the table.
Because people think I'm like, I had people think that I was short because of how I sit at the thing. I'm like, no, I'm 6'1". I'm 6'1".
I don't know. We see your we all see your pictures and you go into the grifties and different stuff like that though.
Yeah.
We see you out and about. Plus those other videos you make, like you said, where you're out there ranting and stuff in Baltimore. We see you there, so we can compare your height there.
Yeah, there you
How
go.
tall is Joe Rogan? He like 5'8", isn't he?
Somewhere around there.
You gotta make our appearance on the Joe Rogan show. We gotta make our appearance on the Alex Jones show.
Yeah, the Alex Jones show. I'm about to show that in a second. You just read my mind real quick. But let me see something. Did you see the grifties?
I never did.
What?
I tried to click on the link to it before and I don't know, I forgot or got busy or something. I was trying to watch it.
You gotta see the grifties, y'all.
Yeah, I got to. I know that.
So I was trying to set up for like a little teaser, but now I gotta find the clip.
Wait, there's you can go to you can look a live stream at the Mothman statue. I didn't know that.
You can do what?
You can live stream the Mothman statue. Let me see where that's at.
Really? Now I know Waffle House did a story on Mothman.
Bruh. I'm gonna send you this link. I never do that.
What?
Oh, that's crazy. Let me send you the little link.
Hey y'all, while we talking about it, I'm 500 away from 3,000 subs on YouTube. Help me get there, y'all. And then I'm about 500 away from 2,000 on Rumble. Help me get there, y'all. Like and subscribe, please. Share the stream.
That's what's up, Kenny.
All right, I'm gonna check it out in 1 second, Jay. Hold on. Just real quick. I'm gonna just give y'all a little. I'm gonna just give y'all a little bit. And I'm gonna just tell y'all, go over and watch it because we had so much fun. First ever live stream of the Grifties, Jay. Right, you should be able to see it now. First ever live stream of the Grifties.
You said
that's Jabari.
Jabari up there?
Mm-hmm. Here we go. Check it out, y'all.
The moment we've all been waiting for. Coon of the Year. Which is going to be presented by the good brother, CannonHotep. Which is hilarious if you think about it, because Cannon's light-skinned, drives a pickup truck, loves showing off his guns, cleans conservative, and does a podcast with a white baseball card collector from Oklahoma. The real Hotep red pill is that Cannon should have won this award a long time ago. Ladies and gentlemen, CannonHotep.
Howdy do, cowboy? It's Young Weezy, Cinch, bitchin' and I'm a total. That's right. Listen close, I got duct tape and rope. I leave you missing like V.O. Banners. One hand on my money, one hand on my buddy. That's the AK-47, make your neighborhood love me. Your bullets like birds, you can get them things on me. I'm flying around your city with a damn big stomach. The doctors know I'm sick, I don't spit, I vomit. Got it, 1 egg short of the omelet. Simon says, shoot the boy in his thigh and leg and make him ketchup like mayonnaise.
And if you want to see the Coon of the, who won the Coon of the Year, go over to patreon.com. Hotep's been told you on Patreon. And go watch the Grifties. It was a fantastic time.
Did you get to try the Apex yet?
No, I haven't tried it yet. I got to holler at HJ. I've been meaning to holler at HJ to have him send it to me.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me go to the chat, see what you sent me. The Mothman Museum.
It's a live stream of the Mothman statue.
Stop. Let me jump over here to the. Like I said, y'all, go over there.
Look at that. That's the statue. That's the Mothman statue.
And it's just a live stream on it.
That's a live stream with just the Mothman statue. I didn't know that they existed.
In Jersey or something?
I don't know where it's at. Cause the Mothman appeared in where did it first appear?
You gonna make me go watch it on the Wi-Fi tonight.
The Mothman appeared back in December 15, 1964 on the bridge, and then when I think it killed 47 people. On what bridge was that? Oh, West Virginia.
West Virginia, okay.
Okay, West Virginia. It appeared on the bridge, and once it appeared on the bridge, the Silver Bridge, then that's when the people got killed. Because the bridge collapsed.
Oh yeah, I do remember the story now. Yeah, you're right.
Seriously, it flew above the bridge, and it appeared over the bridge.
The Wi-Fi
and
was the story.
Some of the people said they saw it and started running from it.
Emmanuel said you got hit with a stray. Shout out to Jabari. He did hit you with a stray though. Man, we had such a good time. Jabari restaurant was fantastic, yo.
Was it? That's real good.
I told people, I said I said he had some sweet tea. It was the sweet tea. Protocol, no, all the sweet tea. Jay, that sweet tea was so sweet. I was ready to start talking with a southern drawl and calling everybody boy.
I can't mess with tea.
I think that tea came with 4 slaves.
I don't mess with tea. I was drinking the protein shake earlier at this one.
What you got?
It's the same basic. It's just basic. You know, the chocolate whey and protein. That's it.
But yeah, Mothman.
Real basic.
I'm gonna go watch that tonight before I fall asleep. My luck, I'll fall asleep watching it and then it'll just be in my dreams like a bad nightmare.
I had a wonderful, like my dreams, I like it when my dreams are intense. And like I had this wonderful dream last night. It was like me and this group of soldiers were going building to building trying to extract some people because there was a war going on or something like that. I was enjoying the heck out of that dream. I was like, this is really intense. I said, this is pretty cool.
Let's see what Bill Cooper was talking about real quick before we get out of here. Man would say Jay would have heroic dreams.
It was fun as heck. I was like, let's get these people out of here. Let's move.
These dreams, they're all that close my eyes. Every second of the night, I live another life. Y'all know that song? That song is it Heart? Heart sings that, right?
What's that?
You never heard These Dreams? It's something out there. Y'all gonna make me find these dreams, gosh darn it.
Oh no, I don't know this. It's from a song. I do not know that.
Yeah, it's from Heart. Y'all gonna make me play it.
No, I don't play it. We're good.
There we go.
We're good. Whatever this is, don't play it.
We gonna play the first verse.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Look, Rez know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Rez in the building. We just gonna talk over, it's Heart. And then it became Wilson Phillips, right? They became Wilson Phillips.
What?
Wilson Phillips, like the girls, I think like they was the Beach Boys' daughters. It's a good song. I used to think that Vanessa Williams sung this song. I don't know why.
This is not no Vanessa Williams.
It's not. It's Heart. Hart and Ann Wilson. Man, you're gonna say this stream took a turn.
Man.
We gonna play it where we play it
in the Middle East again. Does Israel play in this?
Israel was created as the instrument to bring about the Battle of Armageddon and the fulfillment of prophecy, a war that will be so terrible, where nuclear weapons will be used, so that the American citizens and the other people in the world will get down on their knees and beg for no more war. And what is the answer to that?
Here you go, Jay.
They're going to be told.
Man, stop.
It's the joint right there. Every second of the night, I live another life. I know I can't sing, but I
don't want to hear this song. I don't know nothing about this song.
This song is a good song.
Is it?
It's a great song, Jay. Perfect cut, Cannon. Cannon only stream on the internet where you can go from intensive prep conversation to heart. All right, let's take it back.
What role in the Middle East again does Israel play in this?
Israel was created as the instrument to bring about the Battle of Armageddon and the fulfillment of prophecy, a war that will be so terrible, where nuclear weapons will be used, so that the American citizens and the other people in the world will get down on their knees and beg for no more war. And what is the answer to that? They're going to be told the only way we can guarantee no more war is if we destroy the sovereignty of nations.
While other networks lie to you about what's happening now, InfoWars tells you the truth about what's happening next. Visit Infowars.com/show and share the link today.
Now here's William Cooper 30 years ago. And by the way, when we posted an article about this, and I posted this on my X account Saturday, I saw a bunch of comments saying, you hate William Cooper. Why are you promoting him? That's a made-up fight. I think William Cooper was really smart, really good on a lot of stuff. He didn't like me at a certain point and got mad at me.
Yeah, he didn't.
Because of some edited tapes on Y2K out of context. ABC News did report a missile was launched out of Russia. I reported it, and then they said it wasn't a missile. It was a missile test, and it turned into this whole thing. Rest in peace, William Cooper. And so I'm not in competition with William Cooper. I think he was a really smart, intriguing guy, and I agree with him, by the way, that there are these mystery schools beyond the Mason.
Real quick. Slow dance to your lady with this. I need to clip that. There's something out there.
That are behind all these different groups manipulating us and basically trying to hijack the Bible to trigger World War III early. We know Albert Pike was into that. This is really important. Listen to William Cooper.
What role in the Middle East again does Israel play in this?
Just now.
Israel was created as the instrument to bring about the Battle of Armageddon and the fulfillment of prophecy, a war that will be so terrible, where nuclear weapons will be used, so that the American citizens and the other people in the world will get down on their knees and beg for no more war. And what is the answer to that? They're going to be told the only way we can guarantee no more war is if we destroy the sovereignty of nations and we come together as one humanity in a one world government.
Right.
Read the book of Revelations, whether you believe in the book or not, read it, because the men who are bringing this about are using it as their script.
Okay, and the Jewish people were then being manipulated into believing it was for some other reason.
That's correct. They've always been manipulated. And I get people who still come to me all the time and say, Bill, you're all wrong, it's the Jews. The Jews are subverting the world. Man, it's not the Jews, it's not the Catholics, it's not the blacks. It's these men who belong to the ancient mystery schools, who meet in secret and decide the fate of the world. And they belong to all different races and all different nationalities and all different religions to the public point of view. But in secret, it's a different story.
Bilderberg, all of them.
And people then single out Masons, and I'm not here apologizing for Masons, and say they run it. The average Mason is not involved in anything bad. They're involved in community work, you name it. George Washington was a Mason. But if you type in George Washington's letters on the Illuminati, they're in the National Archives. There's like 15 of them at least that I've read. And he talks about Masonry's being taken over by the Illuminati out of France and Germany. They're taking over our order and using it for global domination. They're trying to take over our new country in America. This is when he left the presidency. We've got to stop them. All Masons was before Christianity, going back to Solomon, before that back to the Egyptians, you didn't just get to go to college. They were called mystery schools, and they taught mathematics and farming and medicine, but also had a lot of occultic stuff in them because it predated Christianity and even predated Judaism. And so then Masonry is a vestigial arm of the mystery schools, but there's the real mystery schools that are behind that. And George Washington talked about it. So people ask, how do I square up, to use one of their terms, George Washington being good, but then Adam Weishaupt's bad? Well, George Washington was against Adam Weishaupt, and they launched their counter-revolution against what was launched in America, a counterfeit. That's what the devil does. And you look at the fruits of our republic, the whole world wants to get rid of the system we have and replace it with this one world government system. George Washington was against that.
It sounds like we'll be read with Albert Pike on Saturday with me and Protocol.
I got the Adam Weishaupt actual book somewhere in my files.
Jay is like Jay he a historian in his spare time. Jay is she ain't
look up his writings on not being involved in foreign entanglements, but William Cooper was dead on about the mystery schools, and at the end of the day, it's a religious, spiritual war, and it's a dark, occultic, satanic force behind it. Yeah, there it is. George Washington and William Russell, September 28, 1798, and that's just one of the letters on the Illuminati. You can't make this up, folks. Okay, here's the toll-free number on the
All right, so we're gonna leave it right there. But yeah, I mean, I think it's and Bill Cooper he ain't miss. I'm gonna say it like that. Bill Cooper ain't miss. I mean, if you think it was something that he was missing on, Bill Cooper ain't miss. But Rudy says, yo, I told you that Washington and Jefferson and Adams were writing about the Illuminati. But Bill Cooper ain't miss, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Look at this. Boom. Behold a pale horse right here, okay? Behold a pale horse, all right? Get you a copy if you can find a copy of your physical copy. Physical copy of this book. He was telling us everything before it's happening. He was telling us everything before it went down, and he ain't missed yet. He ain't missed yet in this book. Period. Behold the Pale Horse trait changed a lot of people's lives, yo. Straight up. Yeah, get the OG copy if you can find it. Like, you gotta go find this joint. Like, it's got like 500 pages, I think. 500 pages that you read. But it's got receipts in here and everything so every time he put a chapter, every time he finish a chapter, he got the receipts behind that chapter. And he ain't miss. So some things gonna be happening, guys. I just want y'all prepared. Don't be scared. Just be prepared to protect you, protect your family, and anybody else that you love. Period, full stop. Our country was founded on Judeo-Christian. Telling you guys, be prepared. Anyway. You got anything else, Jay?
Nah. No, I'm good. That's some good strength.
Anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys coming through. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon to let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share the stream, let people know we live. You catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how we doing. We can use that constructive criticism over here. You want to donate to the channel? $, CannonHotep on CashApp, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Always welcome. If you're over on X and you want to donate to the cause, $, CannonHotep. $, CannonHotep. Support the cause, guys. Anyway, for J. Paul, it's CannonHotep saying... We holler at y'all.
Don't relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take